Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I'm George. We're all George. So today, let's talk about the frenzy that's happening on Avalanche. Fees are insane, but they're also causing insane burns and profits. So let's talk about what's going on within Avalanche right now. One of the hottest meme coins is on Avalanche, but it's not just them. There's many others. There's also a new one that I like to share. And let's talk about what's going on with Bitcoin as well. Let's do this. Welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Today overall isn't bad. We took a little bit backwards, a little retracement, but overall Bitcoin is still at 42,400. You have a couple movers today. Avalanche taking a breather, minus 3%, but still hovering around $40 overall. Look at this, 329% for the last 60 days and 76% in the last 30 days. So it's okay to take a little breather. It is in the top 10, one of the greatest movers of this year. Okay, so let's talk about it. But right now, a lot of people have been talking about how gas fees are insane on Avalanche. They're not insane, but the highest we have seen. So according to this Snow Trace, how do I zoom in? I never zoom in. Yeah, I should zoom in here. You could see to swap right now, if you wanted to swap on Trader Joe's, about $12. But earlier today, it got up to like $30, which is insane for something like Avalanche. We haven't seen that before. We've seen it for Ethereum. We've seen like 3,000, 4,000 on Ethereum, but not on something like Avalanche and their C chain, right? And it takes about $360 to set, $3.60 to send ERC20, send native 130. But look at the fees in the last 7 days. Insane, right? And this is caused by several things, and I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I'll get to a little bit. But overall, all the fees right now is helping Avalanche in a big way. You know why? Because right now, about $12.65 of Avalanche is burned every single second. Okay? In case you guys didn't know, Avalanche is deflationary. It does have a set supply. And the more usage, the more gas fees, right? The more burning. You're going to get a lot of burning up the wazoo, right? That's what's happening. So overall, all of this has contributed, I think, to Avalanche strength within the last 60 and 90 days. And I don't think it's going to stop because there are several major things happening right now on Avalanche, okay? Something that I didn't even really pay attention to, but that's happening right now is Inscriptions. Okay, Inscriptions is happening on other chains besides Bitcoin. In fact, it's happening on Avalanche as well, and users have paid about $13.8 million for Inscriptions that's written right on top of Avalanche's blockchain. So that's definitely contributing to high gas fees. You know, what else is contributing to high gas fees? Of course, you got a lot of transactions, DeFi Kingdoms being one of them, 572 million leading the way, right? But besides all that, we got memes, okay? You guys know. I showed this morning, right? But there's crazier stories. Coq Inu, you know, I argue everyone needs a little cock in you. Has made a lot of people a lot of money recently, okay? This guy turned $150 to $240,000 before selling out, but there's more crazy stories than that. Someone else found a user that turned $454 into $2.19 million in 2 weeks. Stories like this do not happen very often, okay? They do happen. You do hear about often, but not as often as users would like. Okay, so you just got to be careful with memes. You don't want to go too much. You notice both the commonality of both of these stories is they're only putting small amounts, $150 $455. No one is putting like $40,000 into it, right? That's how you set yourself up for a major loss. So these guys are just gambling a little bit, small amounts, and if you hit the right thing, you're going to win huge, right? This is why memes are so popular, but I argue, yeah, you got to be careful, right? You don't go all in. You put a small percentage of full in, and it can help. It could help, right? Even though Coq Inu right now is taking a little breather, still up 34% for the day, up 200 to 230 million right now. It is moving like crazy, so we'll see if it continues or not. Today it was listed on KuCoin. That helped it go up, but will it get listed on other exchanges tomorrow? What about Binance? I don't know. If it gets a Binance listing, it could pump up to like bonk levels to $1 billion. So it's taking a little breather right now, okay? But I think this also, along with Inscriptions, been causing the gas fees to go up and up and up and up and up. Here's another interesting fact about Coq. The top 13 holders of Coq are well past $1 million each, and there's several wallets that hold multi-million dollars worth of Coq. That's a lot of Coq for, $2 million to $1.8 million. Yeah, that's a whole lot, right? And I bet all these guys only put a few $100s in. So, yeah, so a lot of people are making a lot of money. But you know what? Today, I was screening for, Avalanche is so hot right now. What else is there? Okay, so I decided to screen what's the second highest volume meme coin on Avalanche, and I discovered that every cock needs a friend. And that's why I bought in Kimbo, because Kimbo is the second hottest one on Avalanche right now. It's relatively small. Only about 11.8 million in market cap, right? So I'm gambling this. I'm not saying that you guys should, but in case you guys are looking for another ultra low cap meme coin that can possibly make you millions, this is something. And I looked them up too. The good thing about this coin is the team basically renounced the contract and liquidity permanently burned, which means the team has nothing. They burn everything that they have. They can't touch it. So that's pretty cool. So just mentioning that, Kimbo is something that I FOMO'd into, right? So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's going to be as hot as Coq. Everyone loves Coq, so to speak, one way or another. All right, what else is there? What else is making Avalanche so hot? Trader Joe. Trader Joe is also making moves. Trader Joe, the biggest DEX on Avalanche. They also tried to do something, a social experiment. Okay, they tried to come out with a new standard, ASC 20 standard, and it's called BEG. And somehow this also caused a whole bunch of commotion. People are minting it like crazy, causing network fees to go up, and everything's just going wild right now. Right? This is the reason why Avalanche fees are so high. There's just a lot of things going on simultaneously, right? So that's all it is. But you look at Trader Joe right now, man, they are hot. Second highest earning fees for all DEXs, right behind Uniswap, which is no easy feat. That's tough. They're competing against some big boys like PancakeSwap, Osmosis, SushiSwap, and others, right? But they're not sitting idle. They're also going to launch on Ethereum. So Trader Joe, they have their own token, a Joe token. Could be worth considering. If you look at Uniswap and PancakeSwap, Curve, all these guys have their own tokens that's way higher than Trader Joe. So Trader Joe is also making moves. And it's the one exchange that everyone's going to buy all these memes on Avalanche, right? So Trader Joe is another reason why they're so hot right now. But you know what? Outside of memes and inscriptions and DEXs, just want to point out that I've covered a couple of subnets on Avalanche that are also doing very well, such as Beam. I've talked about Beam many times. It's a game. It's a chain built for games. And it's also doing very well, around $1 billion in market cap. it's getting a lot of attention, causing a lot of commotion, also driving a lot of volume to Avalanche. They have their own subnet. Also, another one, DeFi Kingdoms, right? They're actually leading the way in terms of volume. It's actually quite crazy. But they also have their own subnet, very first on Avalanche, doing quite well. Okay, they have a lot of burning too on all their tokens, Jewel, Crystal, and Jade. But yeah, besides those two, you still have many others here that are all contributing to the volume increase on Avalanche. So that's why it's doing well right now. And there's some congestion, right? So I'm a big fan of Avalanche if you haven't paid attention. Big fan of Avalanche, big fan of Coq, the crypto. And you know what? I'm going to take, and I'm a big fan of Beam and DeFi Kingdoms. And we'll see how Coq's new friend Kimbo does in the coming days. All right. So what about Bitcoin? I usually start with Bitcoin, but I didn't do it today. But you know, I'll start just trying something new. But as for Bitcoin, like I said, still holding pretty well. 42.4 hasn't really moved that much, right? This morning is a little bit higher, about 43, but overall we're just going sideways. That's okay. Okay, remember, going sideways is okay. There's been many times where we go sideways. So overall, I think Bitcoin is in a really good spot. There's another meeting with the SEC between BlackRock and Gary Gensler. Just, you know, on a side note, just imagine, you know, Gary's people going up to him and saying, hey, Gary, you can't believe what the crypto community is now pumping. A coin called Coq Inu. You know, no wonder Gary doesn't like crypto. You know, when you got memes like Coq Inu pumping, you know, no wonder why Gary doesn't like this space. Anyways, so that seems like it's a done deal. Okay. Michael Saylor looking serious as usual. Also, yesterday he said that, you know, Bitcoin is ready to do whatever. I forgot what he said, a 10x. Yeah, it makes sense. It will drive Bitcoin up to the 400,000. And today he says it's the biggest development on Wall Street in the last 30 years. Institutions are going to FOMO in. It's a certainty. They are going to be FOMO in and putting their billions and trillions into the space. And a lot of that will flow out of Bitcoin too. So it's not just Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's going to lead the way. Bitcoin's always going to lead the way. Who knows how high it's going to go? 150, 200, 250,000, 400,000 by the end of this cycle. But a lot of money will also flow into others like Avalanche and Solana and Cardano and Polygon and all these other chains, and a lot into memes too. It's going to be absolutely glorious in this cycle. In case you wanted more proof of how glorious it's going to be, this is where Bitcoin is projected to go this cycle, just like all previous cycles. It doesn't really deviate. It doesn't care about FUD. It doesn't care about FOMO. It just continues to move forward. And this cycle, can we see, this is estimated right around 250,000, a little bit under 280. So this is saying Bitcoin's heading to about 250,000 this cycle. You know, who knows? Who knows where Bitcoin is going to go, right? But it's looking good. It's looking good. All right. That's pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. Paris says, can you teach us how to buy on DEXs? I feel like we need a degree. It is difficult. You need like most DEXs, like you need a wallet, obviously, a browser wallet like MetaMask, and MetaMask does support Avalanche. You need to send some Avax there first from a SEX, and you can send it there. Make sure you select C chain. And then once you're there, you have to connect your wallet to the DEX. Then you're able to trade. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult. But honestly, if you don't know how to use a DEX, you shouldn't be FOMOing in to any coins that's on a DEX. That's being honest truth. So make sure you learn it. You don't even have to put any money into it. You could just get a wallet, make sure you know how to swap different chains, know how to connect that wallet to a DEX, and then experiment, right? So learn that process first. And you definitely need to know how to create and secure your own wallet, right? A browser wallet or a mobile wallet. Let's see here. Pablo's asking, since Coq and Kimbo are friends, do you think they'll hit billions once full-blown market? Who knows? Coq, I think, can. It's already 200 something, so can it hit a billion plus? Probably. Kimbo, I don't know. I'm being totally honest here. I just found them on Dex Screener. Okay, they're second biggest. They're doing well right now. I don't know if they're going to have the same momentum. They could dump down tomorrow. I'm just taking a risk. But what I liked about them is basically the team holds nothing. The team doesn't hold anything. They used, 80 AVAX to create it, and then they renounced the contract. And this is based on one of the developers' dogs. This guy right here. Head of DeFi. His dog is named Kimbo, so this whole thing is based on that guy's dog. And people love dog memes, so I don't know if it could get to a billion. If it gets to a billion, I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to be honest, okay? So I hope it does, but memes, you just don't know. Jumpman says, man, I got to be careful. Like, YouTube's detecting all the... I'm not going to say it. I'm going to stop saying it. I don't know if YouTube has a problem with people saying cock, 100 times. The crazy joker. I'm not going to repeat that. Yeah, the burning is ongoing. Gas fee, let's see if it cooled off a little bit. It's still about $12. Hasn't really cooled off. But yeah, this is pretty insane. To be honest, I haven't really paid attention to inscriptions. But there does seem to be a whole bunch of inscriptions happening right now. So there's this new coin called Beg. That's created by Trader Joe. I wonder if that's going to be good. But, I haven't really messed with inscriptions at all. Mac, do you have a big bag of cock? Yeah, I do. Not that big, though. Average size, I would say. But I did buy some a few days ago. Scott, stop it. Oh, man. I wonder who this person is. Watch Kimbo. Oh, people are FOMO into this. I just want to make clear, I bought Kimbo, okay? I'm just telling you guys because I don't want you guys to miss this in case it does start going up. But if you look at Avalanche, if you look at the top memes happening on Avalanche right now, Coq is number 1 and Kimbo is number 2 at 400% in the last 24 hours. But it does seem like, it's not a good cause, but it does seem like the team is not, there's no team there's no like, it seems like they made no money. So I don't know. I don't know if that makes them more trustworthy. I don't think so, but whatever. I FOMO'd in. Thanks for sharing, Jump Man. What's the point of holding Coq over Avalanche? 1.5 billion is only 6x. Yeah, but keep in mind, memes are all about 50x. Let's go, Kimbo. Keep in mind, though, 1.5 billion is nothing in this market, in the bull market. Okay, in case you need a proof, look at SHIB in 2021, all-time high. It hit 44 billion. Okay, so I mean that's straight slingshot upwards. That's what happens in a bull run. So if you thought that we're in a bull run, think again. That is the parabolic bull run, the very last few months. That may happen to all the memes or all the popular ones, right? So just so you know, even if it hits 1 billion, which Bonk already did, right? And let's say Coq hits 1 billion, it could still do another 40x afterwards. If you compare it to SHIB, that's what happened. So that's how crazy parabolic runs go. Doge hit 88 billion. Is that real? I guess it has to be if they hit that high, if SHIB hit that high. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, according to this 82, but it might be higher. That's just, yeah, that's just crazy. Jose, you can buy on Trader Joe. Trader Joe, I mean, there's Coq is listed on some sexes like MEXC, but really most people buy on Trader Joe. Or not MEXC, KuCoin, but most people buy on Trader Joe. You have to learn how to use it. This is why it's important to have a self-custody wallet too and know how to utilize DEXs, because if you do want to get into hot meme coins, they're not going to be listed on sexes first. You need to get them on DEXs. That's how you get them cheap before they get listed on sexes, and then they start skyrocketing. Just FYI. The CM, I saw that, you know, but I don't like the logo of it, so I opted out of that. Do you think Coq Inu will have a hard time getting a listing on Coinbase or Binance because of the name? Not Binance. Coinbase, yes, because Coinbase doesn't really list any Avalanche-based tokens yet, but I think that's going to change. Right now, they only support ERC and Solana, but not Avalanche. But I think that's going to change soon. Crusty Delinquent. Hey, Jordan, I'm wondering if you have any advice on catching meme coins on day one of them dropping. It's all pure luck. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. It is either pure luck or you're part of the group that got in early, right? Like you're part of the group that's launching it. Those people, of course, know it'll usually pump and they like dump it, but sometimes they don't, right? And then it's just a matter of if they're good at drawing attention. There's no rhyme or reason why one meme coin does better than another, other than how good they market. If it's really fun, it's meme-ish, like Coq Inu, like who doesn't like that, right? It sounds crazy, and that's why it's gaining a lot of attention. But like Bonk, for example, has been around for a year and didn't catch attention for a while. And a lot of these other ones, they're just like pure silliness. So Where's my thing here? Where's that deck screener I had? I guess I closed it. I guess on Solana, there's something that's hotter than Coq. Sonic Obama, Lockheed Martin, 69 inch on Solana. That's just stupid. But yeah, mostly a lot of the volume ones are on Solana, but Coq is here, with AI, Cat and Hat, Kimbo, and then you got a whole bunch of others. Mostly they're all Solana and Avalanche right now. Nothing on Ethereum is pumping. It's like, yeah, there's nothing here. What do you do a stream? How to use a DEX? It's really easy. All right, so you go to like Trader Joe, for example, and then you go to trade, right? And you see up here on top, it says connect wallet. That's where you need to connect the wallet, okay? I don't have my normal wallet here, but if you connect that, it's going to ask you what wallet you have. So it could be MetaMask, it could be a number of other wallets, and then you just select the wallet, and that's it. And then you got to make sure that wallet has some AVAX in this example, and then, you know what, you got to select the token you want. But if it's too new and you can't find it, so what you have to do is say go into Dex Screener, and then you go down here and you see over here where it says the contracts, like Kimbo right here, right? So then you would copy that, and then you go paste that in here, and then it finds Kimbo, right? And then you could swap whatever you want. That's how it is. So the difficulty is getting AVAX into your wallet first, and then finding the contract if it doesn't show up. Otherwise, if it's been around for a while, you could just pick it like Coq right here, right? That's pretty easy. But if it's too new, it's not going to show up in the list. That's when you have to type in the address like that. Oof, still going up. That's a pretty good chart. That looks pretty good. Pretty consistent there. Yeti. Is it Yeti Finance? On Avalanche, only 1 million. I think they're way too small. And yeah, they launch in 2020. Yeah, so they're pretty much dead. There's no need to look at them. They're dead. Zero traction, down 99.4946%. Do you think if I learn how to do DeFi on a daily basis, it could help quit my daily job? Yes. You know, if you know DeFi, you could also stake, earn liquidity rewards. You could also trade. You know, it doesn't hurt. It definitely doesn't hurt. Can appreciate that. Doge 1 volume up thanks to the Doge 1 mission coming up. Yeah, anything with Doge, I'm going to not touch. It's been too overplayed. Way too much Doge memes, copycats has been coming out over years and still coming out. I'm like, no. I want to skip that. What's FIS? StayFi? 20 million on Ethereum. Listed on Binance already. Is this an old project? All-time high. It's out since 2021, so it's been out for a while. A lot of liquidity is staked assets. So it's a liquid staking provider. Yeah, it's a liquid staking provider. I think they're going to have problems competing with, say, Lido or Rocket Pool, which is probably why they haven't recovered. So I'm going to say skip for now. Frenchie Network. Yeah, probably not. Pablo says the Kimbo team are Avax OGs and respected. They may or may not connected with Coq. Well, at least on their Twitter, it says they're best friends. Now I can't verify that is true, right? I don't know, but I just like the fact that they burn everything. I mean, they don't control anything, so they just like let it out in the wild. Didn't I look at this yesterday? Yeah. My answer is nah. Could be useful, but just not my cup of tea. It's into cars. I know people think that I'll be into it because it's into cars, but you know, all the services that it offers already exist without needing tokens, right? But I get Demo is supposed to reward people with tokens for reporting things and this and that, but not really, again, not my cup of tea. I prefer L1s, L2s, memes, you know, other things with real usage, I guess. You clicked on the wrong Yeti. What other Yeti is there? Yearn Ecosystem Token Index? What other Yeti is there? What are your thoughts on D-Race and gambling coins? Not a fan. I like to gamble, but I just think gambling stuff, there's too many regulations around the world. Depends on what country allows it, what doesn't. Highly regulated. So, not my cup of tea. Let's search. Again, Yeti Finance, Yeti. I don't know what Yeti you guys are talking about. These are the ones that are on it. This one down 39%. Yeah, I don't know. If you're asking me about this, of course I'm gonna say no. What? Like, I don't know which Yeti you guys are talking about. All right, guys. Let's conclude. Overall, Avalanche frenzy still ongoing. Avalanche itself hasn't pumped today, but it will continue to do so. Look, it's coming up. $40. All this activity is causing burning, causing excitement. You got meme coins, you got inscriptions, you got a whole lot of activity from the subnets, right? Avalanche, my cup of tea. All right, guys. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and forgot about Shrapnel too. Shrapnel's on Beam and within Avalanche as well. All right, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tomorrow, bright and early, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.